Hey guys, totally new section today. Right triangle trigonometry, right triangle trig. I'm assuming and hoping a lot that you did this in geometry. I know a couple of you are taking geometry at the same time. Hopefully you've already hit this. If not, well, act like you haven't. At the same time, not spend tons of time because I think most of you have. I don't know if that made sense, but here we go. Basically, today's going to be SOHCAHTOA. Now, people say that word SOHCAHTOA all the time, and it's a good word, but technically, for it to make any sense, you got to pronounce the H's. So we're going to go like SOHCAHTOA when we say that, because you need to know where the H's are. Okay, here's what it stands for. The S stands for sine. And by the way, this is right triangle trigonometry. There's your right triangle right there. Everything we do in that triangle is going to be based on where that theta is right there. That theta. Okay, remember from geometry, the hypotenuse is the longest side or the side opposite the right angle. The opposite side is opposite theta. Okay, and the adjacent side is the leg that's beside theta. Those two sides are called legs. The other side's called the hypotenuse, and again, you learn that in geometry. So here's what SOHCAHTOA does. SOHCAHTOA means sine is opposite over hypotenuse. That's the O and the H. The C, the cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. That's the ka. And tangent is opposite side over adjacent side, which is TOA. Okay, now there's three more here that I don't know how much these you touched on in geometry. Cosecant is just reciprocal of sine, so it's hypotenuse over opposite. Secant is reciprocal of cosine. Cotangent is reciprocal of tangent. Now, also, this down here is what says that, right? Cosecant 1 over anything, remember, is reciprocal of what's on the bottom. Cosecant's 1 over sine. Secant, reciprocal of cosine. Cotangent, 1 over tangent, or reciprocal of tangent. And yeah, that's all of those. I had a friend, you got to remember which ones go with which one. I had a student tell me one time, I really liked it a lot. He said, if you look at each pair, like that's sine and cosecant. This is cosine and secant. This is tangent and cotangent. Every pair has one co. Again, sine, cosecant, cosine, secant, tangent, cotangent. See, each pair has one co. You got to keep up with which one's which. All right, I'm going to show you two examples. That's really it for the video. And the first thing we're going to do is evaluate the 6 trig functions of the angle theta. So the first thing I have to do is I got to know how big the hypotenuse is to even do that. So I'm going to do Pythagorean theorem. Actually, this 5, when I see 512, that's the second most famous right triangle in the world. The first most famous Pythagorean triple or right triangle is 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go 5 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. That's 25 and 144. That's going to be 169. The square root of 169 is 13. There's my c. That's the hypotenuse right there. Okay, so here we go. Sine theta. Sine is opposite, which is 12, over hypotenuse, which is 13. Cosine, ka, adjacent, which is 5, over hypotenuse, 13. Tangent, opposite, over adjacent, which is going to be 12 fifths. It's also sine over cosine, by the way. Now I'm just going to do reciprocals. Cosecant goes with sine. It's 13 twelfths. Secant goes with cosine. It's 13 fifths. And then cotangent goes with tangent. It's 5 twelfths. So the first half of our assignment tomorrow is going to be doing just that. They're going to give you a picture of a triangle, right triangle. You find the missing side, usually, and then you find the 6 trig functions. Okay, hopefully you've done that before. If not, welcome. All right, the last thing, it says in a right triangle, theta is an acute angle, and sine is 4 7. So evaluate the other 5. So this time, in this case, the second kind of problem we're doing tomorrow, you have to draw your own right triangle. That's not going to be a very good one. And look what it says here, sine theta. So it's up to you where you put your theta. I'm going to put mine down there. Don't forget what sine is. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. There's the opposite side of theta. There's the hypotenuse. So I got to find this side down here, which I'm going to call A. So I'm going to do A squared plus 4 squared. By the way, 4 squared is 16 equals 7 squared. 7 squared is 49. Let's move the 16 over. So my A, that side right there, is kind of a weird number, but it's actually the square root of 33. Okay, now, the easiest thing to start with is cosecant, because it's reciprocal of sine. So I'm just going to put 7 fourths. All right, now, cosine. Cosine is adjacent, which is square root of 33, over hypotenuse, which is 7. Now, secant is reciprocal of sine, so I would just write it this way. But remember, you cannot leave a radical on the bottom. We've done this before. Just move the radical to the top, take it out on the bottom. That's all you have to do there. And for tangent, I'm going to go opposite over adjacent, which is going to give me 4 over this. Now, before I do anything with that, I'm going to fix that. Cotangent, though, is reciprocal of tangent. I can go ahead and write that. I'm done with cotangent. I'm going to go ahead and fix the tangent, though. raise the 33 to the top, take it out on the bottom. So the other 5 answers, there's my cosecant, there's my cosine, there's my secant, there's my tangent, there's my cotangent. Okay, the only difference in this problem and the last one is you have to draw your own right triangle. Not that big a deal, really. All right, guys, that's it for tomorrow and today. We'll work on it like we always do. See you then. Can't wait.